Dear student, you know that the chapter first chemical reactions are completed and some problems were solved in previous video. Today we will discuss chapter second, that is acids, base and salts. Dear student, there are compound means a substance which are made by more than one type of elements or atoms is known as compound. Yes, here there are three. We classified compound into three categories. Okay, the first category is acid, bases, and salts. In nature, there are three type of compound: acid, bases, and salt. What means acid? Acid means acidus. Acidus substance means a substance which has the sour taste is known as acid. You know that lemon juice, tomato and vinegars have the sour taste. So lemon juice, vinegar are known as acidic materials. Acidic fruit, acidic vegetable, okay, and acidic liquid. But the bases have soapy touch and bitter taste. As like you know that if you taste the soap, then you observe soap have the bitter taste because soap contain bases. Other example, NaOH. NaOH is also a base because it have a bitter taste. But don't taste NaOH because NaOH is a strong base which affect on your skin. Okay, students. Now discuss salt. Here, students, salt formed by neutralization of acid and base. An example of neutralization acid and base: the acid HCl and base NaOH and form NaCl plus water. This is the example of neutralization of acid and base. Okay, student. So here after neutralization we obtained NaCl, that is common salt. Common salt obtained by the neutralization of sodium hydroxide, that is base, and hydrochloric acid, that is acid. So NaCl is known as salt and it is also known as the common salt or table salt, which use daily in food. Dear student, here some source of acid. Are you know that which type of acid contained by the lemon and oranges? Dear student, the lemon and oranges contain citric acid. Citric acid, the reason due to presence of citric acid, this fruits is known as citrus fruit. The fruits which contain citric acid is known as citrus fruit. Citrus fruit like orange and lemons, they contain citric acid. Dear student, orange and lemons also contain ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. Dear student, the ascorbic acid also known as vitamin C. Vitamin C. In COVID period, you and your parents take the dose of vitamin C regularly because it enhances your immune power. Okay, that means you take vitamin C as a ascorbic acid. Dear student, it is not necessary to that you take a tablet of vitamin C. If you take daily fresh fruit like orange and lemon, then automatically your body absorb ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C, from the fruits. Okay, and your immune system becomes strong. Your antibody develop in your body. Okay, student. Here, apple contain malic acid, vinegar, vinegar. The vinegar used as a preservative, like pickles and fast food items like chow meins. Are you know that vinegars contain acetic acid? Dear student, you know that which type of acid present in the curd? The acid contained by the curd is lactic acid. The lactic acid in curd generated by lactobacteria, that is lactobacillus. Okay, dear student, the tea which you take every day contain tannic acid. In tea contain tannic acid. Red ant contain formic acid. Due to presence of formic acid in red ant, the Latin name of red ant is formica, due to presence of formic acid. Now we discuss about acid according to Arrhenius. Dear student, here say that acid are sour and base are bitter, whereas salt are salty. You taste, you explain about the acid, base and salt by the testing. It is impossible because some acids are strong and they affect your body parts. So don't taste or touch the acid without using gloves. Okay, student? So we don't explain by the tasting or by touching the acids. So for explain acid and base and salt, we have a theoretical method, that is Arrhenius concept. According to Arrhenius concept, Arrhenius say that an acid is a substance which in aqueous solution dissociate to produce hydrogen ions. Hydrogen ions means H plus ion. Dear student, when you dissolve an acid in aqueous means water. When you dissolve acid in water, then acid dissociate means break down into H plus ion. Then you say acid. If any substance on dissolve in water, it break down into H plus ion, then you say that the substance is acid. Okay. For example, here HCl. When we dissolve HCl in water means aqueous. Water, it break into H plus and Cl minus ion. According to Arrhenius, a compound which break into H plus ion in water means aqueous is known as acid. So acid is acid. Okay, student. Here aqueous means in water. Dear student, here a compound H2SO4. When H2SO4 dissolve in water, it convert into HSO4 minus in aqueous and H plus in aqueous. Here, two hydrogen present in this compound, but it dissociate only one hydrogen. So this dissociation is known as partial dissociation. But another reaction, H2SO4 same compound in water dissociate into SO4 double minus and 2H plus. That means in this compound two hydrogens are present and it completely dissociate. So this dissociation is known as complete dissociation, because in this compound total hydrogens are dissociated into H plus ion. But in both, in water they produce H plus ion, so both are called acid. The name of this acid is sulfuric acid. The name of this acid is sulfuric acid. The name of HCl is hydrochloric acid. Dear student, I think you understand that all acid in water, means in aqueous solution, dissociate into H plus ion according to Arrhenius concept. Okay, student. Now classified the acids. Dear student, we classified acid in two categories according to two concepts. First is organic and inorganic acid. Second is concentrated and dilute acid. Dear student, an organic acid is all short things, all the short things that we use in our food. जितने भी शॉर्ट चीजें हैं जो डेली अपने फूड में हम लोग ले रहे हैं, वो सब क्या है? वो सब ऑर्गेनिक एसिड है. As like vinegar, curd, etc. These are organic acid. Here we take in our food apple, vinegar, curd, tea. So these are also contain organic acid. Okay, student. The acid presence in our diet, our food is known as organic acid. Now discuss inorganic acid. Acid that generally used in laboratory. The acid that generally used in laboratory. Dear student, mostly we are use the acid in laboratory as HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and HNO3, that is nitric acid. Most commonly used acid is hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3 in laboratory. The acid which are generally used in the laboratory is known as inorganic acid. Okay, students? Now discuss concentrated acid. Dear student, the concentrated acid also written as conc acid. Conc, in short, conc acid. Dear student, a conc acid contains large amount of acid, but a dilute acid means dial acid contains smaller amount of acid. Dear student, dilute acid and concentrated acid is a comparison phenomenon, because when you dissolve the acid in water, if you dissolve a fixed amount of water, more and more acid, then it became more and more concentrated. But if the amount of water increases but amount of acid decreases, then the acid is known as diluted acid. The acid which contain more and more water is dilute acid, but acid which contain lesser amount of water and maximum amount of pure substance, pure acid is known as concentrated acid. Dear student, take screenshot on the given content on the whiteboard and write down in your notebook and read your NCERT book. Thank you very much.